Lightbeamers, it's that time of week again where we get to have some fun. Are you ready to do some dancing? Get up, find a space. You're going to need your arms for this one because it's peace like a river and we know how fast it can be. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean, I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean, I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean, I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean, I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like a fountain, I've got peace, love and joy like a fountain, I've got peace, love and joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like a fountain, I've got peace, love and joy like a fountain, I've got peace, love and joy like a fountain in my soul. Well done! Did you keep up? I love that song and it's really, really fast. Now, I'm going to take this cloth off. I've got something under here that you might be interested in. So if I take my cloth off, what can you see on my tray? See if you can make a list of how many things you can see on my list, but I'm going to cover it up. I'm only going to give you 10 seconds to have a look and see what you can find, and then I'm going to cover it back up again. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many things can you remember? What do you think was on that tray? If you can remember 5, you were amazing. Let's see. Shall we have a look? Okay, let's see. Did you get a rolling pin, a glove, scissors, a badge, a highlighter, a spoon, some post-it notes, a little bag, a pen, a glue stick, a knife, and a sponge. How many did you manage to get? Well done if you got 5 or more. Now, this time it's going to be a little bit tricky. You've got to close your eyes. I'm going to cover them back up again. And I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to take something off the tray and let's see if you notice what I have taken. So, close your eyes, squeeze them tight. Right, open them. Now I'm going to take the cloth off. Let's see if you can see, what have I taken off? What's missing? Have a good look at the tray. What do you think is missing? Have you spotted it? I bet you have, you're right. It was the spoon. I took the spoon away. The spoon got lost. Now our story today is all about
something that got lost. And it's called the lost sheep. When Jesus talked, everybody came to listen. Even people who thought they were good. And people who weren't so good. Cheaters, liars, robbers, thieves. People who thought they were good didn't like this at all. "Hey, Jesus," they shouted, "you say you come from God. You call him Father, so why are you spending your time with these bad people?" Jesus thought for a minute. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "Once upon a time, there was a shepherd who had 100 sheep. He knew each of them by sight. The white ones and the black spots, the spotted ones and the striped ones, the thin ones and the fat ones, the sleek ones and the woolly ones. And every night, after he had called them from the fields and gathered them in their pen, he would count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to 100. But one night, he found himself a sheep short. 97, 98, 99, he counted, but he never got to 100 because the last sheep had gone missing. He was lost. The shepherd looked around the pen. "It's Bramble," he said. "It's Bramble that's gone." And what do you think he did? Did he say to himself, "Well, I've got 99 sheep left. Doesn't matter if I lose one"? Of course he didn't. He cared for the missing sheep as much as he did for the rest of them. So he picked up his walking stick and off he went across the hills and the fields looking for his lost sheep. He looked under bushes, he looked behind rocks, he looked down in deep ravines, and finally, when he had almost given up hope, he found the lost sheep trapped in a tangle of thorns. The shepherd shouted, "Hooray!" and he struggled to release the lost sheep from the tangle of thorns. He slung the sheep around his shoulders and carried it safely home. "Come to my house," he called to his neighbours. "Come to my house," he called to his friends. "My sheep was lost, but now I've found him. We're going to have a party." Jesus said to the crowd, "Why do I talk to people who've done bad things?" Jesus said. "Because God is like that shepherd. And his people are all like his sheep. Some stay in the pen, but some, like people who make wrong choices, wander away and get lost and get far from God. So someone has to look for them and talk to them. And when they come back to God, God throws a party." Now, we're going to make something today to remind us of that story of the lost sheep. And we're going to make a little sheep like this. If I stand him on there and you can see him. So it's really easy. All you're going to need is a glue stick, some cotton wool, 2 wooden pegs, some wobbly eyes if you've got them. If not, you can draw them on. Some felt tip pens, a piece of white card and some black paper. Now first of all, what you've got to do is to draw like a fluffy cloud on your white card. Needs to be quite big because this is the sheep's body. And it just goes like that. Next, you need to cut it out. look like that. So take your glue and cover the whole of the body in glue. Take your cotton wool and very carefully you can unroll it. That's it. And then start to stick it very gently on your sheep. Oh, I think I need just one more little bit. Perfect. And there we go. There is the body of our sheep. Now we need to make his head. So if you get your piece of black card or paper, are you just going to cut out like a finger shape? Just like that. That's our sheep's head. So if we put a little bit of glue at the bottom and then stick it to our sheep's body and then put some more glue towards the end, quite a bit because you're going to stick the eye on. And if you've got any of these wobbly eyes, you can just take one, stick it on. And it should look a little bit like that. Next we need to do the sheep's legs. So if you take your pegs and you need a dark coloured felt tip pen, we're going to colour in our pegs. So very carefully just colour in the wood. The wooden ones are better because obviously you can colour them. If you haven't got any wooden ones, the plastic ones, you don't have to colour those in, you can just attach them to your sheep. Don't forget to do both sides. Done one. Now I'm going to go and do the other one. Perfect. So now you're going to attach the pegs to the bottom of the sheep. Just test, make sure he stands up. Now last of all, we need to put the message on the sheep, on the tummy of the sheep, because the message is really important. So for the message, take your white card again and just draw another fluffy cloud, but this time a smaller one. And then cut it out. Take your other colour, and this is where we're going to write our message, and the message is, was lost, but now round. Put some glue on the back. And stick that onto the tummy of your sheep. And there you go. There is your reminder of the story of the lost sheep. Now that story is really important because it helps us to remember that it doesn't matter how many bad choices we make. When we say sorry, God will always come and find us. It doesn't matter how far away we are, which is really good to know. So have a think about today. Have you got something that you perhaps need to say sorry for? So when we say our prayer in a minute, you could very quietly just say you're sorry for whatever it is that you've done today. So let's close our eyes and let's have our prayer. Hold my hand, God, lead the way. Help me be good every day. Let me know what's wrong and right. Keep me safe day and night. Let me know what you have planned. Lead the way, God, hold my hand. Amen. And I'll see you next time for another story, singing, dancing and fun. Bye.